from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. He is Mr. Turki Alalshikh. There he is. Hello, my friend. Salam alaikum. Thank you so much for coming back on the show. It's great to have you.
Hello, sir. Hello, I am mad from you. You don't come to see the fight.
I had other plans and whatnot, so I couldn't do it. But I'm very happy to be able to speak to you and to have you on the show.
You are liking Netflix more than us.
Nah, although I do like Netflix. I'm not going to lie. Netflix is a pretty great platform, and that's a great opportunity. I saw you tweet about that. You told Mike to forget the script and to beat up Jake Paul. Why did you tweet that?
See, Mike I look for him. I have long relationship with him, and I look for him as a brother. I hope Netflix pay for him good money to do this thing. This is my answer.
But you are rooting for him. You want him to beat Jake Paul.
Of course, I want him to be. See, first of all, I'm a boxing fan. And you know me, you talk with me a lot. And you know my opinion about the boxing fight. And who must be doing boxing fight. Mike is 57, 58. If he fight, I prefer to be exhibition fight, not real fights, because the health issue is concerning me. And what is the useful of fight like this for the boxing fans? Netflix have the money. If they have the money, do big fight with real fighters for now. For that, as from the beginning, I said to you, Mike is my brother, and I hope Netflix pay for him good money.
Mm-hmm. Can I just say in reply, the rest of the card, not bad, right? Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Schofield against H2O Silva, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. against Darren Till. You know, you can make a case that at least two of those are legitimate pro bouts with a lot of stakes attached to them.
Oh, but they have money. Netflix have money. They can do everything they want.
Okay, fair enough. Well, this weekend is another big one for you, and I'm wondering if this is like the biggest feather in your cap. You've put on some big events, but to be able to be the one to put together the undisputed heavyweight title fight, first time in the four-belt era, first time since 1999, there'll be an undisputed champion in the heavyweight division. As far as what you've done in boxing, is this what you are most proud of? Is this fight, making this fight, is it what you are most proud of?
First, there is important thing I want to explain for you, brother. Not me doing for the boxing. It is my country and Gia. And Gia and my country cannot do these things without the support from the Crown Prince. God bless him. We are serving our country. If it is me or another person with the same support, he will do the same job. It is not about Turki Alalshikh, but Turki Alalshikh is a fan of boxing. Maybe I understand little more in the boxing. Yeah, this is the toughest fight. You know, the people until now, they talk about Ali and Foreman in Zaire. They talk about Lewis and Holyfield in America. This is the toughest fight, yeah. And two icon fighters, never defeated before. Big character, good card. The undercard is perfect. The night will be perfect, but nothing bigger than this fight. And usually, you know, the heavyweight is the top in any MMA sports. The heavyweight is the important things. The people like the heavyweight. That's me.
Did we lose him? Looks like we lost him. Oh, did we lose him?
Still connected.
Still connected, but is he? Clearly, it's
The
not.
Yeah, we'll get it
final
done.
of the World Cup in football.
Okay, sorry, it froze on us. The connection isn't great, so I didn't hear what you had to say there. The connection is very choppy. Maybe we should try to reconnect with him, because, guys, let's try to reconnect with him, all right?
On top of it.
Okay, thank you. We'll reconnect with him. Obviously, want to be able to hear everything that he has to say regarding this event and the other plans that they have. Like I said, he was just with Dana White. They have an event on June 22nd, which will be headlined by Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. They will be sponsoring the Sphere card in September, which Dana White obviously has massive plans for. And another event has also been signed. Also, they have agreed to bring a power slap event to Saudi Arabia, among other things. So if you are a fan of that form of combat sports, stay tuned for that. If you are in the area, of course, you could probably watch it anywhere around the world, regardless of the platform. Now, speaking of platforms, this one is going to be on DAZN pay-per-view here in America. You can also watch it on a bunch of other different platforms. It's kind of wild to see 3 or 4 major broadcasters coming together, and that's something that Frank Warren spoke of as well. Like, this is all just kind of happening, and it's rare. There have been times in the sport of boxing that multiple broadcasters are broadcasting the same event. We don't really get it in MMA, to be honest. You'll have situations where, for example, this Bellator card is on Max in America, but it's on, let's say, DAZN in the UK, but it's still the same broadcast. It's still the PFL putting on the broadcast. Well, here you have Sky with their own team, you have TNT with their own team, you have DAZN with their own team. That is very different and very unique. Let's see if he is back. Okay, maybe this is better. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. Do you mind just repeating the back end of that answer, because we didn't hear you? It was a little bit choppy.
It is the toughest fight ever. The heavyweight is all the people liking the heavyweight in the MMA. And this is the first undisputed fight in the 21st century. The people until now remember Zaire, Muhammad Ali and Foreman, remember Lewis and Holyfield. And now it is the biggest fight in the 21st of century between Tyson and Usyk. And very big card also, undercard country.
Mm-hmm. So can I ask, when we spoke in late January after Tyson suffered the cut, obviously that was not ideal. You had to postpone the card, and we had heard about the Riyadh season, which would end right before Ramadan in March. How difficult was it to extend all of this, to do the May 18th card, to do the June 1st card? Because initially we were told that it would be, between October and March, and now it seems like it's more of a year-round endeavor as opposed to just between those 6 months.
Yeah, now it's much better. And, we suffered the cut of Tyson, and we delayed the fight around 100 days. And this is the maximum we can do, because we have in the beginning in the contract space for 6 months maximum to do the fight. And we have the rematch. We want to do the rematch in the beginning of the Riyadh season this year in October. That's the deadline for us.
Okay. Is there any chance, if, let's say, Tyson wins, that you would maybe offer Usyk an opportunity to sit on the sidelines, and you would try to do the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua fight right away, give the people that fight that we've been talking about for so many years? Is that at all a possibility, or will we be seeing these 2 fights back to back no matter what? Looks
We're
like
gonna have him call in.
call in via phone.
We have a link for him to call on.
What do you mean?
We're gonna get him back on, but it's gonna be audio only.
Okay, via phone.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that would be better at this point. I'd rather just be able to have the chat. It's been a while since we had one of these stops and starts as far as the technical difficulties are concerned, but nevertheless, there. Okay, we're gonna try one more time. I don't want to keep having to stop it. So do we?
No, sorry. I think it is now. It is fine. Sorry, because I am outside Riyadh.
No problem. No problem. So I don't know if you heard my question. I was asking if Tyson wins, is there any chance that Usyk stays on the sidelines and we do the AJ fight next? No, it has to be.
No, it has to be the October, the rematch, and after that, in my plan, in the first quarter, to have Joshua fight between the winner,
Which winner? The winner of which fight?
the undisputed.
Okay, but what about the Joshua fight in September?
We have Joshua's fight in September. It is depend about the result of the 1st of June.
Okay, of the Hrgovic fight?
Hrgovic fight, yeah.
Okay.
Because now we locked Wilder to Gerald Anderson in the card of Los Angeles.
If of course he looks good and wins, right?
If he look good and not especially win. If he look good and doesn't have any injury.
Right. And so the fight in September in England and then August 3rd in LA, these are going to be outside of Riyadh. Are we going to see more of these outside of Riyadh cards from you?
Yeah, that's mean we are not doing in Gia as a commercial for our season, and in Saudi Arabia, only card in Saudi Arabia. We are supporting the boxing around the world. And we have amazing. I just finished the card of Wembley. It will be crazy card.
Can you tell us about it?
Let's make it. I promised you are the first who I will tell.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And so could I ask why, like you could be spending your time on a million different things, a million different sports. Why boxing? Boxing is such a political sport. There's so much drama. There's so many egos. Why have you decided, to devote so much time and energy to this sport, which has been fractured for so long?
I want to tell you, first of all, I am fan in boxing, and the people in our country like the boxing. The boxing was the sport number one in the world in the 70 and the 80. Now in our studies is the 14. The boxing suffered a lot of problem in the last, especially 20 years. One of the major company like UFC and another MMA sport, they grow on up and taking some from the market share of boxing. Who's handling boxing in the last 20, 30 years? People with, in our opinion, old school, doing the business as is the 70 and the 60. And we are new generation, youngest people. We want different way of thinking. And we think we have a chance to have different format for the boxing and make the people happy about it, and make our country and especially Riyadh a hub, one of the biggest hub in MMA sports.
Mm-hmm. And so speaking of mixed martial arts,
without canceling or fighting with London or Vegas. Vegas is still big, London is still big, but I think we can have also Riyadh being big and Tokyo being big, Sydney being big, like this.
Mm-hmm. And you will be having your first UFC card on June 22nd. The original plan was in March. I had heard that perhaps the card wasn't good enough, so you wanted to wait a little bit longer for a better card. Are you happy with the card that is being presented on June 22nd?
This is the first card in our country, and it is good, but we want more. For that, in the last travel, in the last time I see Dana in New York, we discuss and finish deal with big card in the end of this year or the beginning of 25 in Riyadh, more bigger 2 or 3 times than this card. And also, this is an important thing to explain to the people. There will be huge UFC card in September in Vegas in the Sphere. It's present by Riyadh Season and support by Riyadh Season, and it will be amazing card.
That second one that you're talking about, will that be a pay-per-view or a fight night?
I think it will be pay-per-view. Yeah, something big. What usually UFC do it big.
Right, because as far as boxing is concerned, your cards are the biggest, and so I think people were thinking that for UFC it would be the biggest kind of card, and there's no one bigger than Conor McGregor. Was there any request or discussions as far as having Conor fight in Saudi Arabia?
Why not? Why not? But the card in June, it was the beginning of the relationship. And after that, we reached some point, and in the future, it will be long relationship, similar what we have with WWE. Now we are around 7 years with WWE, and we have more years. And UFC now and Dana, we will have a lot of business together.
Yes, you have the King and Queen of the Ring coming up in Saudi Arabia as well later on this month. That's WWE. So,
and we are talking in the future about WrestleMania and Royal Rumble.
Wow, could that be possible for next year's Royal Rumble? I know WrestleMania will be in Vegas, but could it be next January in Saudi Arabia?
We are talking around 26, 27.
Okay. Is there any sort of, for those that may not understand, is there any sort of end in sight to all of this? Like, are you doing it for X amount of years and then you will move on to something else, or are you in the world of combat sports?
No, in the boxing, and in the boxing especially, we are now planning to have a big project. It will see the light maybe in the end of 25 or the second half of 25. But until this, we will still support very big card. See, brother, I want to tell you something. Now, in the last 8 months, I have a relationship with around 98% of the fighters. Direct relationship, okay? And my idea to do big card, make the world see it soon. If I success, okay, I will try, but I want to explain more and be honest with you. I am working in Canelo and Crawford card, and I want this fight. And we are thinking to do it in America because we want it huge and big stadium and big pay-per-view. We want to do it in the end of the year or the beginning of the second year. I hope no one stand in our way to doing something like this, from the promoters or the belt, because in the end, if we want it, we will do it, and we will success to do it. I am very angry. Are you listening to me?
Everything, yes, everything.
I am very angry, and I don't understand why the IBF put mandatory to Canelo very soon. And they do it like this for the third time with us. They do it before with Obitaya, and they do it with Hergovich, and we don't understand it. especially from IBF. I hope they understand this message, because in the end, we don't want the fighters to step down from his belt if this is necessary. In our radar now, and our target to do Canelo Crawford, but now I don't want to think. I am focusing in Saturday in the biggest fight of the century.
Can I ask, Canelo Crawford, where would you want that to be?
First option in America, because we will do it as a business and commercial for our country.
But specifically where in America?
It depends who will give us the right things, who will deliver it for us. It is Vegas or Los Angeles or New York, one of the three cities.
Okay. What about your relationship with the other people in the business that you've talked about in the past? I'm just curious, like Tank Davis, Oscar De La Hoya. Do you feel like you're making better relationships with those people, or at this point you have your relationships and you're not looking to make better relationships with them?
My friend, I am not a promoter, but my door is open for everyone. And this is clear message and direct message. I don't work with someone as a special. I am open. Everyone can do deal with us in Gia and Riyadh season. And I am welcoming everyone. If it is the right deal, hello, we can discuss and do it.
Is there any part of you that would like to be a promoter where you just exclude everyone and you do it yourself? Or is that not of interest?
No, it is not our interest to be a promoter. We know their job and we know our job. If they delivered what we want, they can work with us.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone.
I want to ask you this question because I know that you're kind of down the middle, but you do have a relationship with Tyson. Do you want Tyson to win on Saturday? Are you rooting for Tyson?
No, I cannot be with someone against someone. I am in the middle because my position. But this fight, anyone will be win this fight. He will deserve it, and even the loser, he's a good fighter, and still continue to work with us. I will still continue to work with Tyson or Usyk, no matter about the result. If they want to stay in the ring, I will support them, and I will go with them.
How many people are you expecting on Saturday?
We have in the arena 23,000. It is sold out, and we have also small concert before the main event. And in the pay-per-view, this is the first pay-per-view ever, all the platforms together. We have DAZN, we have TNT, we have Sky, we have ESPN, and we have Amazon.
Wow.
This is huge and this is big. And we have in our country, in our region, we have WeBook and STC TV. This is mean around 8 platforms. This is the first time. And this is one of the problem of the boxing. The boxing fans, if you want to see football or NBA or UFC, you go to one platform. The boxing is around 5 or 6 platforms, and this is big problem.
Mm-hmm. We were expecting Bivol Beterbiev on June 1st. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Do you think that could happen in the next 8 months, 6 months? What are you hearing? What are you expecting?
It depends about the health issue about Arthur.
Yeah.
We hope to have it between the opening of Riyadh season in October, if his health is good, or in December. This is the 2 times. But we have it in a contract. Bivol is agree and Arthur is agree.
Have you enjoyed working with Eddie and Frank, or has it been difficult at times because of their history where they didn't always get along?
They are promoter experience and they are businessmen, and they know it. If the table can handle all the people, why not? It is business and it is work. um, uh, I care about delivering the business. If they do it right, it is fine for me.
We had a fighter from the PFL, Cedric Doumbé, say that he was fighting in Riyadh in September on a pay-per-view against a fighter named Anthony Pettis. Is that the plan, to have a PFL pay-per-view in Riyadh in September? And I know he just suffered a horrible loss, Francis Ngannou, so I don't know if he was supposed to be a part of that and if there's an update on whether or not he will remain on such a card.
First, there is not everything in Saudi Arabia or Riyadh. It is my responsibility. There is some part, it is not from my responsibility. I don't know about this situation, but if they announce it, they will deliver it. I am responsible about what we announce.
Okay, so do you not work with PFL?
I work with PFL and we have card with them last season, but the people who is responsible of PFL, it is not GA. Sometimes they can do some business with BIF or the sport ministry or something like this, or Riyadh cities.
If I were to ask you a dream fight that before it's all said and done, you would like to be responsible for putting together, what would it be?
I will tell you, and I will tell you also message from me.
Okay.
Dream fight, of course, Tyson, Joshua, Canelo, Crawford, Benavides with Bubble or Artur, David's, if he gets smart, and Enoa. This is dream fight, what I like, but they must matching the weight together.
People got very mad at me when I suggested that fight. People said that I was crazy, that I don't know anything about boxing. You would like to see Tank? Oh, the internet went crazy on me. They wanted to kill me when I said Davis Inoue would be a dream fight. I don't know what weight, but them two together would be incredible. But you're saying you'd like to see that too?
If they reach the right way and give us the right proposal, we can deliver it. And this is a message from me to you.
Thank you.
To them also.
Yes, of course. Okay, so those are the fights. You have the...
But there is important things. And this is the message for Honda and anyone. Please, 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 he's great fighters. Don't keep him fight only inside Japan. Make the world see it. Make him come to us. Make him doing fight in Saudi Arabia, in America, in London, and we're ready to talk about it. He's great fighters. It will be shame if he quit after some years and 95 or 99 of his fight inside Japan.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of Ryan Garcia?
I like him as a boxer, and he will come to Riyadh. He's one of the people we invite. And when I see him, if there is good fight to do and deliver, why not? Why not?
Are you going to have legends like you did for the last Tyson fight at this event, bringing all the boxing legends and entertainment legends as well?
We have Lewis, Holyfield, Doran, Larry Holmes. This is what I remember. There is a couple of legends, yeah.
Okay.
But not like the opening ceremony.
That was incredible. Just two other questions for you, if I can. You mentioned to me when we did the interview with Usyk and Fury that you had to come to America because you had some health things to take care of. Are you doing okay now? Are you feeling better?
I am, thanks to God. I am perfect, and I thank the Crown Prince for his support. God bless him, and everything is fine.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that.
Until now, let's see after 3 months.
Sure, of course. Well, we hope for the best. And, as you know, 10 years ago, Saudi Arabia wasn't so involved in sport, right? But now in the last 5 years, so much has changed in football, in golf, you're doing snooker, you have MMA, boxing, etc. And one thing that I find that's tennis, of course. One thing that I find is very interesting, and I hope you understand my question. In some of those sports, football, golf in particular, you are viewed as somewhat of a disruptor, right? You have come in and taken stars away from other leagues and whatnot. But in boxing, I look at the comments and you're viewed as a savior. You're the one who's saving boxing. You're bringing boxing together. The fans are showering you with praise, as opposed to in the other sports, they're like, oh, you're taking, Mo Salah away from Liverpool. Do you find that interesting, that dynamic, that in one sport? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. And I have studies in it with them numbers. I want to tell you something. First, about all the other sports you talk, they have a big system, and it is fit in their country. Football, anything, golf, it's big for that, and they deliver it in their country. For that, some fans want some players in their country. And at the same time, it is the right of Saudi Arabia to have the legend in their country and the league. Why not? Similar to England, similar to Spain, similar to Italy. We want our league is big. We want our sport is big, and we want the people to visit our country and know about our country, and we want our people to be happy. But in the boxing, and I have it studied, and I will show you, I will send to you after the meeting the numbers. And it is clear the numbers because I have 5 different people to study it. 98% of the people is happy about what we are doing. And this is a huge number because the system and what's happening in the boxing in the last 20 years. I want to tell you something. Tell me who's can do some card like what we are doing. Each the 5 or 6 or 7 fights can be the main event. Who can do it with the commercial and spending the commercial like what we are doing? Sometimes the commercial cost us more than the fight. The hospitality. Yeah, everything. In this fight, especially in the Ring of Fire, we have the new way for commercial in the digital and TV, and we doing for the first time the old school. And I assist to do it also, the old school. We have brochure, layers, posters in the street and everywhere. In train, taxi, station, restaurant, airport. And we are thinking to do more and more in the Wembley and Los Angeles card.
Okay. By the way, can we tell John Fury maybe to not to calm down a little bit, or how do you feel about him headbutting people? I mean, it's a little bit, right?
I see him before 2 days.
Okay.
And he think I will be mad after what he doing.
Yes.
I see him, but I said to him, and I'll be honest with you. I said to him, I see these things as a normal things. Why we make it big? It happened before 100 times. Why they focusing now on thinking it's something big? We have it before with Ali and Fraser. We have it with a lot of people. This is not the first time. We have it with Mike Tyson in the 90s. Something normal. He's focusing and want his son win, and another camp want to win, and the clash can be happen. It is normal. We don't like this thing to happen. We want it to happen in the ring, but if they happen, we will say to him, I said to him, please be careful to not have it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, fair enough. But last one, is Mo Salah coming to play in the Saudi League next year?
I don't have an information, but I have information last year. He was accepted, but Liverpool changed their mind in the last second.
Ah,
He was accept, and I think this is one of the problem what he have in this year with his team.
mhm.
But in the end, I want to have a message for the fan. We work with them. We like them. We want them to be happy. We want them to suggest for us the great fight. We do this for them. And please, we want them to support the fighters. I want to tell you something. I've been very close to the fighters in the last 8-9 months. They have a tough job. My friend, when they go to the ring, each punch, it is around similar to car accident. They suffer to make us happy and doing their job. We must support them. And everyone, I want to tell you, everyone, I have more than 200 fighters direct contact with me, in boxing. Everyone is happy about the boxing, and every one of them, they want the big fight. And they said, where are you from long time? We want to do this big fight. We want to go against each other. And no one support us before to doing this fight. For that, please enjoy and support us to give more and more to this support. If you support us, you will make our job easier and make us deliver things, make you happy. And a small direct message for you. When you finish your fight with Dana White, we want to see you together.
Mm.
I have a direct message now to Dana White and to you. It is time to turn the page and beginning new page. And I invite you in the card of the end of June in UFC, or in the card of the boxing in the 1st of June, because I know you are in the 18 is busy, and I invite you to London and Los Angeles. And if you come to the card, the UFC card, any card with us in Riyadh, or the next card in Riyadh, or in the Vegas card in the Sphere, I want to sit me and you and Dana White together.
Well, that means a lot to me, more than you know. You think that you can broker peace between Dana White and I? I'm not so sure. I don't know if he wants to make peace. I would be open to it. I'm not sure if he is open to it.
I will try my best, but I think he's a smart guy, and I think he's a business guy. I don't think he take a lot of things as a personal. And let's see. I will try my best because I want you to be together.
Well, thank you. That means a lot to me. I really do appreciate that. I think it would be harder to make that partnership than Fury Usyk or Fury Joshua. But if anyone could do it, we have learned over the past couple of years that it might very well be you. So I appreciate that sentiment.
Anything can be do. If we are alive, anything we can do it.
Alhamdulillah. I wish
Thank you, my brother.
Yes.
And I hope everyone see the fight and like it. And I invite everyone to go to the guest website to guess the fight result and try to win the $100,000 from Riyadh season. It will be something huge. And in the future, we will try to make you happy. And take care about yourself, brother. And I hope good time for you and safe time for you and your family.
Same to me. From me to you, all the best. Feel better, and I wish you nothing but good health and good luck.
I am nervous. And each minute I go more nervous until I see Tyson and Usyk inside the ring.
I know. And I think all boxing fans feel the same. But we are just 3 days away now. So good luck getting there. Looking forward to it. And thank you very much for the time. I really appreciate it. Salam alaikum.
Deliver the message for Anoa and Honda and Davids.
I will. I promise.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. There he
Bye-bye.
is, Mr. Turki Alalshikh. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel. So please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.